The first room is a small chapel, faintly lit by a candle just there on the inside, and then deeper into it is a second room where you can kneel and touch the bedrock with your own hands, the bedrock of the empty tomb of Jesus that's been dated to the 1st century. People ask about the validity and credibility of this site. Well, from a religious tradition perspective, this is most likely the site, as it's been commemorated for 1,700 years, and of course the locals knew that before. And then as well, the dating of the tomb to the 1st century places archaeology and religious tradition. This is probably the most likely site of the empty tomb of Jesus. I'm going to give it another minute here, guys. Just a quick word about this church. It has 6 different denominations that share it. Unlike most churches, you've got a Roman Catholic section, Greek Orthodox, Coptic, Ethiopian, Syriac, and Armenian. They occupy different sections of the church, and they're all bound together by the person and work of Jesus Christ. Here, fully preserved in Jerusalem's Old City. Okay, I'm going to get as close as I can here. I know this priest especially, he's particularly zealous. They don't allow photography on the inside, and if I tried to sneak past him, the feed would actually cut off. So I'm going to do my best to zoom in here from a distance inside. This is the closest we are going to be able to get. You can see there just on the inside. Okay, guys, if we have any Roman Catholics in the house, this is your section over here to the right. The Coptic section of the church, which is a church in Egypt, has the backside of the edicule here, just on the other side of it. It's a small little area. They chose that in order to be closest to the place where it all came together. Okay. Guys, if you appreciate this, I would encourage you to follow to be notified for future streams so you can see Jerusalem in the palm of your hand 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, all for free. Again, if you don't have the time, the money, or the stamina, you get Jerusalem in the palm of your hand. Come along with me for an academic adventure walk. This morning we went on the Ramparts Walk of Jerusalem's Old City, saw the Garden Tomb in Eastern Jerusalem as well as the Garden of Gethsemane. Did a little history lesson as well, and a few readings in addition. Okay, guys, one last look here, where it all came together, the Holy of Holies of Christianity, the place of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. One last look. Can you guys hear that banging in the distance? They are banging the door of the church in order to get everyone out. They'll close the doors precisely at 7 p.m., 30 minutes from now. Okay, one last look here, guys. The place of the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, just here in front. Excuse me. Can I just slip by here? Okay, up next, the markets of Jerusalem's Old City. We're going to walk through Christian Quarter Road here in real time before exiting out of Jaffa Gate, and then to Mamilla Mall, the luxury outdoor shopping district here. The Stone of Anointing, one last look. Again, this steep ascent to Golgotha. Here to the left, we saw that place of the crucifixion of Jesus, the Stone of Anointing, the place of the resurrection. And then immediately out into this courtyard, confronted with the Mosque of Omar just here in front, beautifully green minaret. And you might be asking, why is a mosque so close to the preeminent site in the Christian faith? Well, in the 7th century, during the siege of Jerusalem, the Caliph Omar, far away from the city, was invited to pray inside the Sepulchre by the Patriarch of Jerusalem and of the Sepulchre. And when he arrived, he actually refused to pray in order to preserve the Sepulchre as a Christian site. He prayed just outside here, the Mosque of Omar, just here in front to commemorate his name. Up next, the markets of the Christian quarter of Jerusalem's Old City. We're going to see a lot of stuff as well as David's Citadel, Jaffa Gate, and the whole of Jerusalem that'll open up to you for miles into suburbia, into Abu Tur, Talpiot, as well as the Tower of David. Here you can see the entrance to the Mosque of Omar, just here to the left. Hey, appreciate that. Guys, now is the time to make comments. If I've missed your comment, I apologize. I have been running 100 miles a minute here to get you access to all of these sites here in the nighttime. It's been a privilege and a blessing. I love doing this. But any questions you guys might have, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. And give me a shout out as well where you're tuning in from. Get people from all over the world on this live stream. It's so special. Yes, so a lot of people think that the Stone of Anointing has a kind of like a charge to it, a spiritual charge. And so a lot of people like to bless specific items by rubbing the stone against it. There's actually a slight tension point, as the stone is not the historic stone that they laid the body on. It's just a commemoration stone, several hundred years old, but a lot of guides here in the land just tell people that it's the real one. And so people assign a kind of super reverence to the stone because they think it's the real one that they laid the body of Jesus on. That's also part of it as well. Hey, Louisiana, Connecticut, welcome. South Africa, welcome. Hey, Sacramento, California, welcome to the Christian quarter of Jerusalem's Old City, Christian Quarter Road to be specific. Hey, Italy, welcome.
Until now?
Always. Hey, Tennessee, welcome. Hey, fantastic. Glad to hear it. Philly, Pennsylvania, Chicago, Dallas, Fresno, California. Guys, like I said before, there's a bunch of ways for you to engage with this platform as we connect the whole world with Jerusalem, specifically for those who can't be here. You can check out my stream schedule. I've attached a document to my bio. You can plan ahead at your leisure. You can also book a call with me for a limited time for free if you're looking to come to the Holy Land as well. You can find a place to give to this platform. If it's a blessing to you, if you enjoyed seeing these sites and you'd like to support this channel, you can give to it as well. 100% of those proceeds will go to expand this channel and to bring more access to the major sites of the Holy Land. And then as well, if you guys see anything that you'd like, I've partnered with a shop here in the Old City, Zach's Jerusalem Gift Shop. They've given us an exclusive 10% discount on all items from their store if you use the code TikTok10, exclusive to this channel. It's so special. It's really awesome. They've got international shipping all over the world at really good prices. You can get nativity sets, crucifixes, candles, incense, Dead Sea Cosmetics. I'm hoping to do a live stream actually from their shop sometime maybe in the next week or so. Maybe you'll be able to actually meet Zach in person. Hey, Salem, Massachusetts. Also, guys, if you have any questions, you can message me on this app or on Instagram if that works better, and I will do my best to answer in a reasonable time. Again, a few weeks ago we had a couple of live streams. I think the total number of people who watched was north of 65,000 and had hundreds of messages from that. So I will do my best to answer in a reasonable time frame. But if you have any questions, you can message me on this app as well. David Citadel, just here in front. Got a lot of mileage during the Crusader and Islamic period, although it goes back much further than that. An interior military fortress. This is where you're retreating if you're defending Jerusalem and the walls are breached. Just here, the interior of it today, a museum. They have an evening light show as well, music and light show. The battlements also preserve a moat here, an extra layer of defense for David's citadel. Now the streets have opened up for us beautifully, this large thoroughfare just inside Jaffa Gate, the Great Western Entrance. The name of this gate given because it points to the city on the coast called Jaffa. The whole of Jerusalem to the west will be opening up to us in just a moment. Hey, Texas, welcome. Hey, Montreal, Canada, welcome to Jerusalem here in real time. This morning, I had the privilege of walking with quite a number of you atop the old city walls. We circumnavigated these walls. We could see the Dome of the Rock, the Hurva Synagogue, as well as the Tyropian Valley. I'll speak more on the hills and valleys of Jerusalem in coming live streams. I exited out of Damascus Gate facing the east and went to the Garden Tomb as well as the Garden of Gethsemane. Gave a brief historical survey of those as well as some selected readings. And just as I promised, the whole of Jerusalem to the west opens up to you. I would be amiss not to mention the King David Hotel, the shabby chic former headquarters of the British Empire here in the Holy Land, now a 5-star luxury hotel. The residence of American presidents when they come to the Holy Land, one of the most secure presidential suites in the entirety of the Middle East. Just there, the King David Hotel. King Solomon just a little bit down from that, down the road. Yemen Moshe, a famous Jewish neighborhood. They've got a windmill that was funded by a British philanthropist, I believe in the 19th century, renovated by a Dutch nonprofit. In the last 30 years, it's full of wine. Just here, the Hinnom Valley to your front, and then as well down here, Hebron Road. This will take you all the way to Bethlehem, about 25-minute drive away. There was scaffolding and restoration work ongoing with the Tower of David. I'm hoping that they can get the lights back up so we can see it in all of its glory here against the midnight sky. The Tower of David here, one of the icons visually of the old city of Jerusalem as well. The old city walls, thanks to Suleiman the Magnificent, constructed about 500 years ago between the years 1537 to 1541. Jaffa Gate here just behind. I'm going to walk through Mamilla Mall, this luxury commercial district, outdoor shopping mall here. It's wild when you think about the dimension of this space, how we just came from one of the oldest parts in the world, the Sepulchre, commemorating the site of Jesus Christ for 1700 years officially. And now immediately you're in a modern day shopping mall about 10 minutes away. Again, the mixture of ancient and modern here is just spectacular. Guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to play this out. But if you enjoyed this, make sure to engage through my bio and